What's going on, everybody? Sean Pierce Johnson here for this week's edition of Stompbox Saturday, and on the stomping block today, the Boss SD-1w, part of the new Waza Craft line that we've taken a look at. And I gotta say, for a pedal that most people associate as a beginner's pedal, the SD-1w takes that classic that many of us start out with as one of our first pedals and ups its game entirely. Premium components, a familiar form factor and control set, along with some really cool modifications to the circuit provide for a really awesome pedal that can really be an opinion changer for many people. So let's check it out. The same three knobs that the SD-1 has to start out with for level, tone, and drive. But like all Waza Craft pedals, it has this little switch in the middle for a standard and custom mode. Now what you heard at the top of the video was a custom mode. And in the custom mode, you get a hair more gain and just a little bit of compression that, to me, under my fingers, makes everything super easy to play. And then of course you can flick it to standard and get a sort of beefed up Super Overdrive sound. So let's see what other tones that this pedal can dial up. So before we delve into dialing in any tones, let's check out exactly how the standard custom switch changes up the sound of the pedal. So I'm just going to run it in front of a clean amp right now with all knobs set at 12 o'clock. So this is the standard mode. Now let's flick it over to custom. Back to standard. Custom. Now, I don't know about you guys, but to my ears, the custom mode has just a slightly softer attack than the standard mode. The standard mode is a little harsher. That's not a knock against it. It just has a little bit more of an apparent attack. There's a slight bit of compression to it and might sound a little rounder, but the amazing thing about it is it adds a ton more versatility to a pedal that many people over the last few years have probably given a little bit of a bum steer. Okay, here's a cool tone that I've got dialed up, and I like this in front of the clean channel of the amplifier. I've got the drive turned up to about 3 o'clock, the levels up at about 1, and I've turned back the tone knob to 11 o'clock on the dial, and I've got it in the custom mode. And I think this would be really nice for guys who play in the fusion-y kind of genre where, you know, sometimes those jazzy leads require just a little bit more grit. So one of the ways I know guys in the hard rock and metal world use overdrive pedals is in front of high gain amplifiers, and they do that as a way of controlling the dynamics and compressing their high gain signal. And to do that, they basically take an overdrive pedal, crank the level knob, turn the drive knob all the way down, and then take the tone knob and then use it as a tone shaper. So let's do just that. I've got the level knob cranked, the drive turned all the way down, and I've got the tone knob turned up just about 1, 2 o'clock on the dial. So let's check out how that changes the tone. Let's hear the dry rock reverb sound. Now let's flick it over to custom and see how that changes the tone. dig it. I think the custom mode has a little bit less of a harsher sound, so maybe the standard mode might be good for you guys who are in the extreme metal part of the genre, and the custom mode might be better suited for guys like me who are more of a hard rock and classic metal kind of player. Well, there you have it, everybody. There is your look at the SD-1w Super Overdrive, part of Boss's new Waza Craft series. I gotta say, all of the Waza Craft pedals that we've gotten a chance to take a look at, I've really enjoyed. I think it's a really interesting direction that Boss has decided to take some designs that maybe aren't getting so much love, and then give them a little TLC and up their game a little bit. I'd actually like to issue a challenge to Boss to do this very same thing to the DS1. I'm going to let that sink in for a little bit. Boss, I'm issuing the challenge right now. Waza Craft DS1W. I want to see it. Okay? Good. Anyway, thoughts on the pedal. I've not had much experience with the SD1. It's not been one that's always been on my radar, but I'm really digging this one. And I think I like the custom mode a little bit more. It tends to suit my style of playing a little bit more, but for some of you guys, the standard mode might work. But anyway, great pedal from a great company, roadworthy. I can't think of enough great things to say. So, until next time, everybody, this has been Sean Pierce Johnson. Happy stomping. Cheers.